Tonight's guest was a wonderful, wonderful footballer. 287 games, 155 goals. One of the most damaging, running, goal-kicking wingmen of his era. Two-time All-Australian, a key component of a very, very good St Kilda team that came so close.
I think the phrase you're looking for is bee's dick.
Yeah, they did.
I think that's the technical term. They came so close.
And he did everything he could to get him over the line on a few occasions. Great player, terrific bloke. Please make him welcome Leigh Montagna. Thanks for coming on, mate.
Great to have you.
Great to have you. It's the obligatory roll the highlights when the guest comes on. And, I mean, these highlights do tell the story of the type of player you were. Almost untaggable. You ran that hard for that long. You did have a nose and an eye for a goal. You had this beautiful capacity to kick these thumping goals on the run, Joey. There's one you did. You had this habit of kicking goals, and we're going to see a few
in this pocket, yeah.
Yeah, well, in a minute you'll see me. There's unusual goals being kicked to the right-hand end of the screen here. But you have this unusual habit of kicking these running goals to the left-hand side of the screen from the right pocket. Did you have this love affair running to goal on that type of angle?
Not specifically, but probably that was just the wing that I was playing on. So you got to
this sort of go hugging the boundary and finishing from 50. You did so much of this.
Yeah. Well, look, it was. We weren't allowed to have too many shots for goal because guys like Rui and Cozzy wanted us to kick the ball to them all the time. But occasionally, when they weren't on, we're allowed to bypass them and have a ping.
What was it like roving to those places? We see Revolt there. You read it beautifully off the pack. When you got two big thumping key forwards who draw it the way they did, must have been lovely knowing where the hit spots were going to be.
Yeah, I mean, we loved it as mids. They made us look good, to be honest. We knew that if in doubt, we could just kick the ball to those boys and they'd go up and mark the footy. So, they made us look good as midfielders, no doubt.
A lot of people want to know the nickname. We're probably going to fall into calling you Joey throughout the show a bit tonight. But none of us around here actually knew the origin of it.
Yeah, it's not rocket science, but first week at the club, Steve...
Are you calling him an idiot?
No. Not rocket science. In the nickname, the nickname was Stephen Milne first week at the club. He asked me if I was related to Joe Montagna, the famous 49ers. And I said, yeah, he's my great uncle. And then Joe Montagna just stuck, so that's where Joey came from. That's what I mean, not rocket science.
Yeah. You were a part of the Super Draft that year too. There were some bloody good players in your draft. What number did you go?
I was 37.
37.
Can I just rattle a few off?
Yeah.
Before you at 37, Hodge, Ball, Judd, Ablett Jr., Swan, Bartel, Stevie J, Nick Del Santo, Brian Lake, Jimmy Kelly, Sam Mitchell went the pick before you.
Yeah.
I mean, they have gone on to be Hall of Famers and arguably some of the best players the game's ever seen.
Yeah, I think it's an honour to be in that draft. That's probably the all-time great draft.
When you hear those names, you're a bit high. 37.
Yeah, I know. Yes. Well, there was Dane Swan was after me.
Dane Swan?
He was later, and there was a few there, so it was a great draft.
Usually when you get drafted as well, some photographer rocks up and asks you to do some stupid photo, and you're stuck and right in the middle of this one. Isn't that beautiful? It was before One Direction came out as well, right? I mean, you can say no to that, Joey. You don't have to do that.
That looks like an inbred family that grew up in the mountains. Do you remember that?
I don't remember the photo, but I remember the group of boys. We had a great group. We were close.
Yeah. They nailed the draft, the St Kilda recruiters.
Yeah, John Beveridge, the late, great John Beveridge, nailed it.
So you, obviously, as a young player, and you point this out, you can say no.
No, you don't have to do it.
Which Fitzy makes me wonder why you didn't say no to this. What's going on there?
I was working at Mitsubishi in the factory at the time, and I'm not joking, they doorstopped me, and the guy said, can you climb the tree? And the headline was, Fitzy climbs the tree to success. There were 60-year-old factory workers they wanted to kill me. I got hit by a Magna out in the car park. People wanted to kill me for climbing that tree, but that's the stupid stuff they get you to do.
First 5 years of your career, Grant Thomas was your coach. You didn't suffer fools, Tomo, in the media in particular. It must have been pretty intimidating.
Yeah, it was. He was hard on us, but he was great for a young group, just teaching us about mental toughness and everything that it took to play AFL footy.
Frightening? He looks like a frightening man.
Yeah, he was. He was scary. He was scary. And he was like a father figure, but he was quite intimidating. And I played a lot of reserves footy under him, and he made me earn it. And sometimes he took the father figure sort of a bit too literally, because there was one day I was playing reserves and was playing pretty good footy, and I wasn't getting a game. We went to lunch with a group of the boys, and I must have been venting that, I think I deserve to be in the side, and, some other guys are getting picked and not me. And thought nothing of it. And then the next day was a day off, and I'm sitting on the couch at home watching the NBA. I hear the front door open, and I just presumed it was Cozzy, my housemate. Yeah. Next minute, Grant Thomas just storms down the hallway, didn't knock, didn't do anything, just come and sat next to me and just gave it to me, double barrels, teed off on me. Who do you think you are? How dare you? Made me cry, basically. Just gave it to me and then just got up and walked out.
So,
that was it.
Joey, speaking from experience, he needs a search warrant.
Imagine
That's breaking entry.
Imagine a coach doing that now.
So let me get this straight. Your coach broke into your house and made you cry.
Yep, pretty much did that. Yeah.
It was a different era. Well, someone else who would have given you shivers is Ross Lyon. You really did come up through a tough school, didn't you? Between those two blokes, they're two very, very serious customers. And Ross, at the press conference, never doled out too much congratulations, even when it came to what I regard as a kind of important milestone game for you.
Nice touch for Leigh Montagna to have an impact in his 100.
Yeah, well, again, look, 100 games, it's a milestone, but it's not a significant milestone. It's 100 games.
Does that sum up Ross?
No wonder I'm so miserable. We had coaches like that. He wasn't big on compliments, Ross.
So it wasn't his strong suit.
Much loved by your teammates, fans, and now that you're in the media. But I want to understand 2009 and 2010, 21 games in 09 you win. You're an outstanding team again in 10.
This is an elite team.
You're so close. You kicked the team's last goal in the 2009 grand final. It was an arm wrestle. It was tough. It was a fantastic game of footy. Does one of these sting a bit more than the other? Have you?
Of course they sting. I think this one in 09, we dominated like sort of the game for big portions of it inside 50s. We just couldn't put the Cats away. But I look back and I go, I mean, that Geelong team was one of the great dynasties, and the Pies were the best team this year. And we had a great group. As you said, we've still got a really tight bond, as a group, because we had so much respect for one another and played the right way. We just don't have the medals, and it's a little bit unfortunate.
Do you, the drawn grand final, I've always wondered, were you walking off the ground thinking, we've got a trip booked in a week's time or something? Did you have to change flights or something?
There was a lot of logistics going on. There was. Everyone had all
your mind?
That's all they talked about in the three-quarter huddle.
I've always wondered that, if you had stuff booked in and you go, we've got to stick around for another bloody week.
I think everyone had different plans, I mean, it was...
As it turned out, you could have gone.
Probably. It would have been better off. We do feel a bit unlucky. I mean, 09, Tom Hawkins smashes the goalpost and gets missed, and the umpire calls a goal, and next year the AFL say we can't have a grand final decided by a score review. We'll bring in the arc, and then obviously the draw. We're running over the top of the Pies. Milne gets the bounce of the ball, and the replay, we were no good. We were banged up and we couldn't compete with Collingwood. And then a few years later, the AFL say, well, that's unfair that, you've got to come back the next week. We'll change it and play extra time, which would have been nice a few years earlier.
I think I speak for everyone when I say boo-hoo.
You won the next best thing.
Oh, yep.
An Anzac Day medal in New Zealand in front of 800 people.
No, well done.
By the way, that is not what the Anzacs fought for. That right there was not...
I mean, that's a special occasion.
It's same as winning it at the MCG in front of 95,000.
It was a short-lived experiment, wasn't it? Anzac Day and over there in New Zealand. And I think you and the club had big ambitions for that game, especially if you listened to your captain at the time, Nick Riewoldt.
We're really excited about playing here and making this a real fortress.
You played there 3 times. How'd you go?
Zipping 3.
Real fortress. When you think of a fortress, you think of Zipping 3, don't you? One of the most loved members of this St Kilda team by fans and teammates, Justin Koschitzke, his 200th game, which we're looking at now, turned out to be his last, and he was no certainty to play this game, and a lot of people will tell you that he wouldn't have got to the line, he couldn't have been selected, had it not been...
Look how happy you are
because
there.
Because of you, Leigh Montagna. You had 47 disposals in this game to honour the big fella. What did you do to make sure that Cozzy got picked in that game?
Yeah, I know Cozzy's told the story, but he was coming back from a calf injury. It was his last season. He needed 1 for 200, and the coach wasn't really keen to pick him, but he had to pass a fitness test the last training session. So we devised a plan on the warm-up lap that I'd wear his GPS to make sure that the high performance manager would look at the data and see that Cozzy had run enough kilometres and run at enough top speed that he could go to the coach and say Cozzy's fit to play. So I wore the GPS for training. I didn't overdo it, but I did just enough.
Well done. That is so good.
You would have had to dial it down a notch.
Oh, I had to dial it down a back. But he got picked, and then it was also Jason Blake and Milne's last game for the footy club as well. So it was a really special day. It was one of probably the most enjoyable day I've ever had on a footy field, where you could actually enjoy the day. Yeah. We were down the bottom. We were playing Freo, who were up the top, but resting all their players.
But with a GPS, you didn't want to alert them to what you were up to. You had an incident, did you, with a GPS?
2002, Neil Craig, he was one of the first inventors of the Garmin heart rate watch. So in the off-season, you remember this, you had to document your sessions. And when I came back, you didn't get busted, but I did get busted, because they said your heart rate was 230, and that was because it was on my dog. They said you should be dead.
You should be dead.
Wow, we're really impressed with your numbers, Fitzy.
Hard. Yeah.
Indeed. Joey, we love. I know you've been on 360, and we thank the crew over at Fox for letting you come on the show tonight, doing a wonderful job in Gary's absence. So well done to you. And you do the data and you crunch the numbers over there better than anybody. We do that here as well. I know we don't get much credit for that here on the front bar.
I do most of it.
You do a hell of a lot of heavy. And we do it with the support of BWS, a great mob who give us the banter-worthy stats. So we like to...
I love this. This is a BWS
And you feature in... You have a very special statistical place in the history of the game. You, Leigh Montagna, took 9 consecutive bounces in a game in round 14, 2006.
Do you know about this? This is fair dinkum.
Which means you set the record for the most bounces by an AFL player in a single run.
This is remarkable.
Do you tell people this story?
Well, it was remarkable, wasn't it?
You don't remember it, do you? It is without doubt. Let's go to the footage and watch history being made.
Gets the ball into the hands of Montagna. There's a bounce and then another one. Gets a Shepherd from Hodgson. That's 5 bounces now for Leigh Montagna. Make that 6. He's going to have 7. 8. 9!
There's your good mate Daisy as well.
That's magnificent.
9.
Stop the tape right there. We saw you burning off Daisy. That's amateur hour. Now, but here you are. You've taken 9 bounces. Now, this is iconic vision that could go down in the annals of history if you can get this through the goals somehow. So you're ploughing into your forward line. What are you thinking?
Now that I've seen that, I remember it. I was thinking this is going to be one of the great highlights.
Yeah.
I might get on front bar one day, but I remember thinking all I need to do now is find my skipper. Find Nick Rewalt to finish the play, and we'll go into folklore.
A future Hall of Famer.
One of the all-time greats.
There are no safer hands. No. Get it to him and it'll be dobbed. Yeah. What could go wrong? Let's take a look.
And then he goes to
Here we go.
He's got it. Oh, beautiful.
It's all over.
Pop it through. Absolute sack.
Stuffed
it. That is terrible.
You had a bizarre moment or two on the field. Not many through your illustrious career. There were some crazy moments off the field as well. And my memory says there's one that's involving a reptile. Do you at home? Do you recall this story?
I think I know where you're going with this one. Well, where I lived, I had a little laneway out the back, and I used to use it to sort of stack all the, my leaves and branches and just sort of build it up. And then one summer, I decided to clean it out and get rid of them all. So I went into the back lane, and I swear when I was starting to move some stuff, I could see a snake at the bottom of the branch.
What suburb are we talking about here?
Albert Park.
Right, okay, yeah.
No. And I swear I thought it was I could see it. I could see it down the bottom. It was a snake. So I packed myself. I quickly shut the gate, locked the little laneway, and rang a snake handler. And it was a Sunday and it was his day off. But I said, mate, I've got a snake in the back. He said, right, I'll be there in half an hour. So he's come over. He said, where is it? So I've opened the laneway gate and I've shown him. I said, you can just see down there, there's a snake in there. And he gets his stick and he pulls it out and he pulls out a snakeskin sandal. It was a snake, and he goes, is this it? And I was relieved, but I was also embarrassed. And then he said, "That'll be $200, thanks." I said, "What for?" He goes, "Call-out fee."
Of course,
And then I had to explain to my wife why there was a snakeskin sandal in over the back fence.
Most sandals won't attack unless they're surprised.
No, but it looked like a snake, Mick.
Oh,
And then Grant Thomas came running in and made you cry.
You're married, happily married.
Yes.
Aren't you? Almost didn't happen. Let's have a look at this news report from back in the day.
Everybody has an opinion on what should replace the popular Stokehouse restaurant that was destroyed by fire on Friday night. Brides and grooms-to-be are busily replanning their big day, including AFL star Leigh Montagna.
Plan on getting married at Stokehouse in Saturday week. So there's been a change of plans.
Yeah. I don't want to put a spin on this, but sounds like someone didn't want to get married. Who had motive?
My wife's the arsonist.
Your wife has done that.
Yeah, that was about 9 days before our wedding. Yeah, the Stokehouse set on fire. So
what'd you do?
It was a message from up above.
Yeah.
My wife more than anything.
Yeah.
We had to scramble, and we found another venue down the road in St Kilda that we're accommodating, and we still got married on the day.
Had a happy ending. That's all we can.
All's well that ends well.
I do love your commentary, but sometimes, Joey, I think you do focus on one particular aspect when you are commentating a game.
Not much happening in this first quarter of football. A real arm wrestle. Well, it's been a real arm wrestle in this first quarter. And in the end, it was an arm wrestle. It's going to be an arm wrestle, you think. Well, it's an arm wrestle. Low-scoring arm wrestle. Is it a real arm wrestle? Again, it looks like an arm wrestle. Been a bit of an arm wrestle. It's going to be an arm wrestle. Been tight, been a real arm wrestle. St Kilda v Melbourne out at Casey. It looked like it was an arm wrestle.
You're a star. Thanks for coming on the show. Keep up the good work.
Thank you,
Enjoy
mate.
watching.